This podcast is presented by the Prince George's County Memorial Library System.
Hi, I'm Hawa.
I'm Heather.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Darlene.
And this is our podcast, These Books Made Me. Today we have a super special guest. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Lakita Wilson. I have written middle grade novels like Be Real Macy Weaver and Sparkle. And I write young adult novels like Last Chance Dance and most recently Pretty Girl County, which is about gorgeous Prince George's County.
Woohoo!
Woo!
I think you're our first outside guest.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you're definitely our first author guest.
The begging in the DMs worked.
It worked!
Okay,
So
here we go.
So when we posted our last Babysitters Club episode about a year ago, Lakita saw the post and was like, do y'all take guests? And we were like, absolutely.
This is a special occasion.
Yes, and so this has been, manifested almost a year ago. So today we're going to be talking about two Babysitters Club books, The Truth About Stacey and Stacey and the Fashion Victim by Ann M. Martin. Friendly warning, as always, this podcast contains spoilers. If you don't yet know that smoking is pretty bad, proceed with caution. Was this everyone's first time reading the book? If not, how did this reread compare to your memories of reading it when you were younger? As most of the time, this was my first time reading it, so I'll let y'all go ahead and reminisce.
I'm with you today, Hawa.
I'm with you too. I did not grow up on Babysitters Club. So these are all
fine.
my
Lakita and I are going to hold it down.
Yes.
We are doing it.
Okay, so I for sure read The Truth About Stacey. I don't think I read Stacey and the Fashion Victim, but I think it's one of the mysteries. So I may have sort of been bailed on the series at the point that it was written. So The Truth About Stacey was fine. It was as I remembered it. I did not quite remember the details of her being run out of New York. And I think I was just like infusing it with what we had made up as why she ran out of New York when we read the other girls' books. Definitely want to delve into that because that was wild. That was a great little reread. I stand by these books as great for like the age that they're meant for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think these are just a perfect book to give an 8-year-old who wants to feel a little bit more grown up and read about babysitters and have some nice, wholesome role models, little entrepreneurship. It's great. The second book was crazy. Wow. Yeah, we just went like full Sweet Valley High with the second
It did
book.
feel like that.
And so, I'm so excited to talk to everyone about that one today because that was a wild ride. Lakita, I know you read these as a kid too.
I probably read like every single Babysitter's Club. It was like waiting for Beyonce tickets.
But there is a prize for whoever solves it first. 2 tickets to this Sunday's Beyonce Knowles rock music concert.
I mean, the super specials came out. Okay, like I doubled down on the Babysitter's Club. One thing I don't remember, and I cannot believe Stacey had blonde hair because I specifically remember her having like like light brown hair. So I was like a little shocked about that. Also, I am from the era where I bought some books today, like where the characters look 30.
I'm 50 years old.
On the cover. And so I am very happy that they look very age appropriate in the new illustrations. But shout out to the old photography as well, because, we got some grade A drama in these books, and it did not lessen with the reread. So I'm excited to talk about that.
Well, she does wear enough makeup that she looks 40
Yes.
in the second one.
That's true. In the photo shoot.
Yeah.
I did highlight that in the book.
Yeah, I had a moment of,
prowling it on.
Yeah.
does she really look 40 or does she look like a 13-year-old's idea of what she thinks?
That's literally why I highlighted
That's
it.
fair.
She looks like all of the 40-year-old smokers from Stony Brook.
Who's your favorite character growing up?
So until Jessie came on the scene, because listen, I am always going to stand for like the one Black character. I'm like, Jessie, you made it. So like I love Jessie. But before Jessie came along, it was Claudia. Because Claudia had trouble in school, I could not do division. Claudia liked snacks. I love Little Debbie. And her clothes sounded fantastic as a kid. A little busy as an adult, but like I love Claudia Kishi, like fave. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a favorite. I don't think I've read enough of them to have a favorite. Was Jessie in the second book that we read?
She was.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has
Little
got
cameo.
the juniors already.
Okay. You know what's so
And
funny?
then
I did not pick up that she was black. So, yeah.
How would they even talk about her
beautiful
cocoa
skin?
skin?
I was probably, look, y'all, I was trying to finish the book this morning. I was probably reading too fast.
You didn't catch that cocoa skin.
You know what? I'm gonna go search Coco in the so I can see that.
They feel like they describe like every character each time they reappear in the books.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
sort of exhaustively. It's like did they get like it's like in the Odyssey when they like give each character like a little epithet, except like for a description. That's a weird comparison.
I used to skip that part. When I was a kid, I was like, I know.
I already know.
I know what they
Man.
look like.
It's like when you're watching TV and you wish there was like a skip recap, like how TV has a skip recap, but you wish the books had that.
Christy's wearing a turtleneck again. All right, we'll dive into some plot summaries here. I did my best with these. We got 2 books. This is going to take a minute. In The Truth About Stacey, our least homegrown member of the Babysitters Club takes center stage. Stacey McGill has recently moved from New York City to Stony Brook, bringing with her a fashionable wardrobe, a sophisticated city girl reputation, and a secret she's tired of explaining. Stacey's friends in the Babysitters Club already know she has diabetes.
Diabetes.
And they don't think it's a big deal. But we learn why Stacey left New York in the first place. After trying to hide her condition from her old classmates, Stacey became the subject of rumors, gossip, and some truly spectacular middle school cruelty, especially from her former best friend, Lane. It's enough to make anyone want to switch zip codes. Back in Stony Brook, the Babysitters Club faces a new threat, the Babysitters Agency, a rival service run by older teenagers who promise parents mature, possibly high school-age professional sitters. Unfortunately, professional turns out to mean willing to hire literally anyone. Enter Liz and Michelle, the 2 agency crime bosses whose babysitting style can best be described as outsourcing the jobs to randos and hoping for the best. The agency's sitters leave children unsupervised, break household rules, and almost spontaneously combust themselves by snuffing out cigarettes on a lazy boy.
This girl is on fire.
The best that can be said for the agency is, at least no one dies on their watch. As complaints about the agency pile up, the BSC's reputation for responsibility and genuine care wins the day. In the B plot, or maybe the A plot, we learn that Stacey's parents are still mortified to have a diabetic daughter,
Diabetes.
and they are taking her to a shady TV doctor in New York City who promises to cure her via a mixture of supplements and weird exercise restrictions. Stacey enlists Charlotte's mom to help her with this dilemma. Stacey gains confidence and confronts Lane, puts her foot down about the quack, and finds a reputable doctor. And the Babysitters Club proves that being dependable beats being flashy every time. Lane and Stacey make up, and Stacey lands a date to the dance with Pete. In Stacey and the Fashion Victim, Stacey McGill gets the opportunity of someone's lifetime when she's chosen to model in the Bellair's department store Princess Bellair fashion show.
I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called
For
Bellair.
a girl who loves clothes, trends, and all things stylish, strutting down a runway in fancy outfits sounds like a dream come true.
I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk.
At first, Stacey's thrilled. She and the other young models attend rehearsals, try on glamorous outfits, and prepare for what promises to be the biggest fashion event Stony Brook has ever seen. Unfortunately, all of the tween-teen models are catty, diet-obsessed chain smokers except for Harmony, who has the worst stage mom ever, and Cynthia, who's just over the whole thing. Behind the scenes, things start getting very strange. 14-year-old Harmony Sky clearly doesn't want to be there. Instead of simply quitting, however, Harmony embarks on a shadow campaign of increasingly outrageous sabotage. Harmony is poisoned, scary threats get scrawled on mirrors and lipstick, costumes are ruined, rehearsals are disrupted, and mysterious accidents threaten the entire production. Stacey and her friends begin to suspect that these mishaps aren't accidents at all and begin an investigation. Also, obviously they're not accidents. Someone's writing on the mirrors, but okay. In our B plot, or maybe our A plot, as a lot of ink is dedicated to it, everyone in Stony Brook is smoking. tween models, stepfathers, and crotchety aunties. And everyone in Stony Brook is littering. We have cigarette butts ending up all over the place, and the girls have had it.
And if people didn't smoke, there would be no employment for the youth of today.
That's right. Christy's got another great idea for the Great Stony Brook Smokeout, a strange PSA campaign of sorts that guilts adults they know into quitting. Watson even dresses in a tux to ruin and bury his Cuban cigars. But I digress. We have child poisonings we need to solve. In the end, Harmony's schemes are exposed when the club catches her scrawling on the mirror. The reasons behind her behavior come to light. Basically, Harmony thought harming a lot of people in hopes that her mom would pull the plug on her modeling career was a great plan. To be fair, she's 14 and not allowed to eat by her abusive mom. It's part mystery, part fashion fantasy, and part cautionary tale about what happens when someone decides that committing a series of petty crimes is somehow easier than having an honest conversation.
Yeah, that was loud.
There was a lot of crossover, though, just on the basis of I'm so worried about talking about this thing that I create a much worse situation is true in both books. Stacey and her parents not being willing to say she's diabetic is insane. Like, I what is happening there? To the degree that she does get, like, bullied out of her school because everyone's like, what is wrong with you? Like, you're just acting super weird and you're not telling anyone what's happening.
You're fainting into your tomato soup.
I mean, head first. Head first into the tomato soup. Like, I mean, to the point where she's like wetting the bed. I'm
yes,
like,
with her friend in it.
In it. And you think that
and
she's
no
gonna
explanation.
Just, yeah. Do you think she's gonna just
My
be
bad.
like, well, it's okay, let's change it?
No. Why didn't she tell her? Why didn't they tell her best friend, or why didn't she tell her best friend? So
yeah, like at the point that you pee on somebody, you need to explain you have a medical condition.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Because just leaving that there is.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you moved to Connecticut, like you moved states because your daughter's diabetic. Like,
Yeah, couldn't have anyone find out about that.
They were trying to take
It's
her
weird.
to like Dr. Sebi.
Assimilation mean is gonna go and digest with you. It becomes one with you.
Hello.
And
Did you? To be fair, he was a sham, but
And like, I think it was so interesting that both of her parents were so, and granted, like, I guess they were like, oh, well, you know, they found out that mom couldn't have any more babies. So they felt like they were like overly protective of her. But I'm just like, but if anything, you would think that you would want the best medical care, not just going to somebody that somebody saw on TV, right? Like, why does your daughter who's in middle school have more sense about this than you?
Yeah. I was like, why does she have more sense than them?
well, these are people who moved 2 states away for diabetes. So.
I guess Stony Brook was going to be more accepting of like the, you know.
But there's like a rampant diabetes outbreak in Stony Brook. Like the whole town has it.
They did think that she was contagious. Or
They
the
did,
kids
because
because they didn't know what she had.
Tell them what was going on,
Yeah.
which was a really weird choice.
Especially considering that they were like middle school age. Like, even if they didn't necessarily know what diabetes was, I feel like to kind of.
They didn't grow up on the Nick Jonas.
Nick Jonas?
I wish I could go back and tell that 13-year-old kid that it'll be okay.
is the
Or
implication
no role models for her.
is the implication
for
that
Brimley.
that they told her teachers? Because her teachers seemed
The nurse must have
that they
known.
her
knew
special
something.
treatment.
Okay.
And so also people thought she was kind of a jerk because she was getting special treatment.
right.
They were like, oh.
That's why she really understood when Charlotte was being teased about being teacher's pet, which again, we're just having a really bizarre solution to this problem. Why would you bump her up a grade? And I say this as a person that was bumped up a grade when I was younger and then returned down later because it was so traumatic. Like, if you take the kid that's a pariah and has no friends with their same age classmates, moving them up to older, more socially mature classmates is defo not going to fix that.
Especially not in the middle of the school year.
Right. Like,
what
what
are we
on
doing?
earth?
But she's smart and loves Scrabble.
Yeah.
So
She'll have a lot in common
Right.
with third
I mean-
graders or fourth graders.
I think it's very important for children to feel like they are part of their peers to some extent.
mm.
I said this as someone who was homeschooled. So
It's nice
a
to
lot
have
of these
that perspective.
a lot of these books feel like I'm an anthropologist. These are experiences I didn't have. So I'm looking at it from a strange perspective, but I mean, I can understand the fact even if you are marching to the beat of your own drum, you don't want to feel completely alien.
School for a smart kid at that age is about the social stuff. It's not about math. Like, that girl was going to learn whatever she needs to learn anyways. Like, what she needs help with at school is the social stuff. And like, differentiation is a thing. Like, give her some extension assignments if you want to. But teachers maybe help her integrate a little bit better instead of like just letting them mercilessly call our teachers pet all the time.
As a person who was bullied, okay, like this was written like the 80s, 90s. I don't know. Like, I don't know if that was like on everybody's radar yet. Like, we have to, like, right now we have like banners. I walked into my kid's school like a decade ago and was like, whoa, there's like a, oh, you guys are getting help for bullying? Because let me tell you about the 90s. Like, let me tell you about that. So, I mean, I felt for Charlotte. I felt like, was she bullied because she was smarter than everyone else, though? Like,
I don't know. I mean, the sole incidents we hear about are she finishes things fast, and so then people start like,
so people are
saying
really
teacher's pet on
that.
the playground at her, which just.
Maybe is she annoying about it? Like, is Charlotte the problem here? You know, sometimes kids have bad vibes. No.
I finished this, and you need to hurry up.
No, that was terrible.
Are you still working on that?
I mean, it doesn't take much, I think.
It doesn't.
So I'm just going to say that in middle school, I was voted teacher's pet, and I never talked to teachers. So I was like, where's this coming from? I think I just gave off a vibe, and they were like, yeah, we're voting for her.
Yeah, she's the one. Okay, Charlotte.
Right.
Where did the vote come from?
The other students.
No.
Okay,
Yeah, the other
says
students.
you do superlative.
It just
Yeah.
happened.
It just happened.
So maybe
that,
kids are thinking about it then. Like, maybe they're like, seems like you finished your assignments pretty early.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, was it like for the yearbook or like
yeah, so it's
year?
canonized somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's how my school was too. We had like superlatives for 8th grade. So
yeah,
and then high school, obviously senior year, you did.
I was like, y'all couldn't vote me for anything better.
Speaking of her family, I did like that. Not to circle back, but I did like that Stacey talked to the doctor about it, but the doctor was kind of like, even though her making the whole appointment was kind of wild, low key. I felt like maybe talking to the parents probably would have been better. This seemed kind of like an avoidant strategy. Like, oh, hey, I'm going to make a whole appointment in New York. That's on the other side of this quack appointment that we have.
You actually made it worse because, like, remember, she was like, I'm not going to talk to your parents. That's overstepping boundaries.
Right.
But I will make you a doctor's appointment and then write them a passive-aggressive note later on.
And then her parents were like, unless you plan on making another appointment.
I feel like the real life version of this, the parents would have blown up at her and gotten so angry at
she
Dr.
let anyone
Johansson.
else know she was time.
Yeah. I mean, I love in the narrative that it happened the way it did, and the doctor was able to convince him, like, maybe you should just accept that diabetes is a condition, and you should just let her manage it as well as she is. But I feel like there was like the real life version of this, there would have been like a horrible argument in New York, and they would have gone home and
would have been the catalyst for her parents' divorce that we learn now.
Right. Like, what?
That also came out in the second book we read.
I'm like, were there hints that he was a workaholic in the first book?
Yeah, maybe, the kids may not know. Like, maybe Charlotte Johansson's mom knew that the parents were a little high strung.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not talking.
She's like, I don't want that smoke. Maybe once the dad stopped worrying about her diabetes, he focused that energy into work, and that's why they got divorced.
Or maybe he just got mad at the mom for the like harebrained let's move out of state plan that was completely unnecessary. Why did we do this? Why did you care about people knowing about this?
So was this people's reaction to like diabetes back then? Like,
that's what I'm wondering.
We talked about this. Gosh, I don't know. That may have been like Christy or Claudia books because we thought it was weird then too. I don't think so. I wasn't that far removed from when these were written. And I had a classmate who was diabetic and no one was weird to him about it. It just wasn't a thing. Like the whole scope of diabetes is a thing for kids with stuff you'd see on commercials where they were fundraising for like the Juvenile Diabetes Association or Wilford Brimley saying like diabetes over and over about your like order your like supplies.
Do you think, and this is just me being a conspiracy theorist, but like, all right, these books were made in the 80s and 90s. The big thing at that time was AIDS, HIV, AIDS.
Right.
And
Stacey Ryan White.
And I almost feel like they told Anna Martin, like, hey, we're not going to have an HIV. Like, but like so like, let's just water this down.
That's my theory too.
Diabetes.
Yeah. Maybe she wanted to have an HIV positive character and they told her no, but it was kind of written that way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
like
an interesting idea. I can see that.
Because again, that was very much the 80s where the whole Ryan White thing was like people didn't want that child in their child's school. And it's like,
it's
the toilet seat, you're getting it off the toilet
It was
seat.
so heavily stigmatized at this point.
Well, and it was still a death sentence back then, which I think made people even more like wound up about it than they would have been otherwise. But yeah, that's my theory as well, is that she wanted to do something that spoke to that issue. And they told her, no, these are for younger kids. You need to make it something palatable and not too sad.
Okay, tinfoil hat. No, but that's actually a good, like, I think especially for like this age group, I think it's a great like introduction to like even like someone just having something that's a little different than you.
A lifelong chronic illness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sweet Valley High probably has somebody with AIDS.
Okay.
We just haven't gotten to it
we
yet.
should look that
but They
up.
probably directly addressed
Especially when we
it.
got to those like university level, like when they went to university.
Yeah. Honestly surprised Degrassi never did anything with anybody having like HIV AIDS. So they definitely touched on like
that's interesting.
They definitely touched on I think was it chlamydia or the clap? Yeah.
There isn't enough antibiotic in the world that would make me kiss you.
Clap. So sorry to this is kind of parallel, but not like I think when I think about stuff like Sweet Valley High and Babysitter's Club, I also think about like Degrassi, especially because like I watched like Degrassi Junior High and Degrassi High, and then I watched like like the next generation.
But I quickly looked up the Sweet Valley High, and it seems like there is they do touch on HIV/AIDS. So
yeah,
they went there.
Yeah, they went there. Yeah,
like Babysitter's Club.
Yeah, I think just the age difference probably made it more palatable because like. There was this show.
Life Goes
a
On.
Kid. Life Goes On, and it like ran all the time in like syndication. So like you just see the reruns all the time. But in that show, one of the not the original characters, but who joined later was Jesse, the guy with AIDS, who was played by Rob Lowe's brother, Chad Lowe. And it was like a big deal, like at the time that. Oh, they made this high school student have AIDS on the show. But he did keep it secret initially when he moved there. So there's this like very like pivotal moment where the main girl's love interest and then the guy with AIDS, who's like her new crush, start to get into a fight. Do you remember? Her boyfriend Tyler, and she's like, "No, Tyler, he has AIDS."
Yes. Oh my gosh!
And then everyone's like,
"That was must see TV." You don't understand, okay? I am personally offended that they have not put that on a streaming network because that.
Oh yeah, for sure. No,
come on,
I would watch.
Oh, so good.
I never watched that
to
growing
Tubi.
up.
Yeah, one of the like main boy character had Down syndrome.
Yes,
so that
Corky.
was Corky. Yeah, but that was a whole
so good.
hotline.
Yeah, I loved it. No, love that show.
We're just gonna obla di obla da and watch Our Life Goes On. Yeah, it was great. So I mean, that was definitely a thing that was in the zeitgeist at the time. But I agree with you. I bet they just told Anne like, no, these are for 8-year-olds. Like you can't do that here.
Yeah, I feel like when we read, it's been a minute since we read interviews, but I think she was trying to portray like single parent households, and she was trying to bring some more reality into like children's experience than maybe was common.
Yeah.
Anna Martin.
Yeah.
She did. Okay, there were a lot of divorced
Oh
parents.
yeah, like I mean, you're like
Divorce
everyone in Stony
epidemic.
Brook has a big blended family. Like
Right.
we had so many families where it's like, and my mom married Watson, and then they adopted someone else, so we got 7 kids. Oh, and then there's this
Moneybags
hyphenated
Watson.
family.
Yeah.
And they got
Moneybags?
9 kids. And
Well,
then,
he
like,
had to be a millionaire for them to be a 7-kid household.
Yeah.
So,
for real.
So does his kids live with them too?
On the weekend.
On the
Yeah.
weekends, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I was their mom, I'd be like, you a millionaire. You can have more. Let me stop.
Right, because I feel like Karen and Andrew were like living in an apartment, and Watson's like in this
In his
big
mansion.
mansion
Yeah.
with his like newbie wife.
Yeah, we didn't get enough of
Mm.
Karen in these books. Karen's awesome.
Karen. Moneybags Watson.
Yeah, he's old money. He like went to a prep school, I bet.
What is the backstory on Watson?
I don't know. He
How did he get that
probably
money?
went where that Cynthia girl or whatever goes in the second
that-
book because she went to like a
Yeah.
boarding school or something.
Mhm.
I don't think we ever learned much about Watson. He's a weird guy. Like, why, when you're getting rid of your cigarettes, do you go put a tux on?
Right, like that's not a
And-
that's not funeral
It is,
attire.
exactly.
Like,
No
what?
one
You
wears
put
that
on-
to a funeral.
You wear like
A
a
tux?
suit, like a
Right.
dark suit.
If you're going to
gonna dress
marry your
up.
cigars.
A nice
Not
respectful
bury
suit.
them.
Like this is not as he was like, I'm having a ceremony. And then you could tell he like really needs those cigars because he's like, hey, Sam, Charlie, pour like
Yeah,
Yeah, you better
because
water
I
them
might
down.
dig it up.
I'll dig them up.
Like
What?
you have a whole ceremony and you know you don't have any willpower. So you're like, yeah, because I will do this at midnight. I'll come out here and shovel.
He was dedicated.
He's also rich, though. Like, he would just buy more.
You know what?
Hello.
Fair.
Like, why are you going to dig up the cigars?
Such a good point.
He was just putting on. He was
Right,
dramatic.
because
from
Watson-
the outfits to telling everybody to go get dressed, making it a secret. Like they was rushing to finish breakfast because they wanted to know what this man had
What
up
are
his
you doing,
sleeve.
Watson?
Okay, so Watson's lying because
I
now
think
that
so.
I think
Yeah.
about it, you want to be seen. So like you put on this tux. Now we have a whole ceremony. Like, oh, it's the Watson show. You know you have like 30 cigars in the back. You just want some
Yeah.
attention.
That guy has like 50-11 cigars in his thermidor, what do you call it? Where they keep your cigars at the club.
Karen's mom didn't divorce Moneybags Watson for nothing. Okay, like
Well, also, and maybe this is, I don't know, maybe this is me being subversive and unhealthy, but I don't smoke cigars. Let me start off with this. But aren't cigars the ones that you don't actually inhale? I would think that that's not the huge smoking risk because that's like a special occasion, light the thing and don't inhale it as much. I mean, sure, being
Oh,
around
no.
is not, I don't know.
There's like smokers' lounges. for
Yeah,
cigars.
okay.
There's
All
smoke
right.
I'm sorry my
everywhere.
ignorance about smoking
No,
culture
like
here.
you can
No,
like
but,
join a
you know.
club, like a country
Okay.
club, but it's cigars, and you keep your special cigars there in a special like
You want to marinate in the cigar
room,
room.
Yeah.
so
I
that they
feel
don't go
like-
bad.
All
And
right.
then you hang out with
stand
your other
corrected.
dude friends that also smoke cigars, and everybody is just like inhaling all of the smoke.
You wear your tux and
I-
your. Is that,
I'm
I
glad
think
you
it's
asked
very
that question.
carcinogenic.
Because
Okay.
my initial thought was like, I didn't realize the cigars was as deep as cigarettes, but okay.
No, I feel like you guys have been like influenced by media where people are like, I just had a baby boy. Yeah. And you never see them smoke it. They just like put it on the corner of their mouth.
Yeah.
And then
it's like
It's
a
like-
prop.
Right. Right.
I think you're right.
Baby boy. Yeah, no.
I feel like we had a conversation about cigarettes before because didn't we take a quiz about what cigarette brand are you or something? I
Did we
swear,
do
weren't
that?
you like,
Oh,
Why
I
did
think
we
that
do
did show up
that?
as a question in one of the quizzes we did.
Oh yeah, did we skip it because we were like, oh, we're
no,
gonna
but
get in
why?
trouble.
No,
Which
we
book
did
were we doing?
it.
Was that a-
No.
was it a-
Because that's where Heather, you said that's what you used to smoke when you were younger, right?
Probably.
No, she said it in a different episode. I'm not outing.
Yeah. No, I don't even remember that conversation, but yeah.
To be fair, I do
No, but
think that
why?
the Babysitters Club might be responsible for like the reduction in cigarette use in youth and teens. I mean, those PSAs were cheesy, but like, do we see people smoking cigarettes today?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
When I was in school and we had like the DARE program, and then we also
Yeah.
like they came and they gave out like these like magnets that you put on your fridge, and the one that always stuck with me said kissing a smoker is like licking an ashtray.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And I'm just like,
You know what I remember about DARE? the police officer came and told us that your first high will be the best high of your life.
So then everyone just wanted to go try it.
Well, I wasn't thinking about doing drugs, but you said
Made it sound pretty great.
That seems like a weird way to frame it.
Right. I need to hand him a Babysitter's Club book. This is how you PSA.
Right.
Like, don't entice us.
Remember, winners don't do
That's
drugs.
okay. When we were like looking through stuff that was in the vertical file and stuff when we were moving things.
Oh, the marijuana program photos.
So the Hyattsville branch in the late 60s, I guess, had what was basically a DARE program, and the police department came in.
They look so
And
painfully
they
earnest.
burned a bunch of synthetic marijuana to teach people what weed smelled like, but would have simply just stunk up the whole branch. Like, I don't, because they did it in the meeting room, and it was like,
Drugs are bad, okay?
why?
Oh my god, the photos were amazing because like they could not look any more like 60s law enforcement. It was like, tie, but like, not like in the uniform. They were like, white shirt, little skinny
And this was
tie.
at the
They
old
just
branch?
looked so painfully straight laced. It was we saw these photos and we're like,
And this
God.
was for kids? Like,
It was like
kids?
it was aimed
anybody?
at the youth. They were trying to like warn people against the devil's lettuce, I think.
Yeah.
And this was in the 60s because the 70s
Yes.
they went even harder.
Okay. I think it's very funny that they called themselves The Agency. Like,
Right.
It sounds so sinister.
It's more mature.
totally.
Okay, but like
Except
they
they're
were
evil.
Yeah.
Can I say that before all the bad stuff happened,
You saw
I
the
had
appeal?
thoughts. I was like, Christy, somebody's allowed to babysit other than Christy
Yes.
Thomas. You are a hater, and stop it. You don't have a monopoly on babysitting.
And you must be the Monopoly guy.
Especially
she
when it
really
comes to
wanted one.
like actual babies, right?
Actual babies that like no one's gonna. No,
That's true. They
Yeah,
hadn't yet
no one's
established
going
that
to
they were
hire
bad.
a 12-year-old for like
babysitters.
a 2 a.m. Saturday night
Yeah.
gig.
A
Which
baby
has
with a
led
head
to
not even
really
stable.
weird
Yeah.
details in the other books because I think Charlotte's mom goes out for like an hour, but she says it's a work meeting or something. But we had like, in one of them, we're going to our cocktail party at 4 p.m. We'll be back at 6. And it's like, what? Like,
I'm
no.
gonna get wasted.
4 p.m. cocktail party.
Mm.
Like, what a waste of a babysitter at that
Speaking
point.
of, was it Charlotte's mom? Okay, who had the baby? It was the little boy's mom.
Jamie's mom.
Yeah,
Jamie's mom did a lot of going. I'm not saying moms shouldn't go back to work. I fully support that. But she needed a babysitter quite frequently.
Well, and with a brand new baby.
Yes.
Like,
Baby
she's
popped out
like
and
going
went
out
back
of
to
time.
work.
Yeah, I feel like she needed a maternity leave and like some support.
Yeah. And the
look
fact
at
that they were like
time.
so
She's always-
excited to like
Yeah.
babysit an infant. I'm like, it's an infant though.
And the agency wasn't that much older. Like they're
like
like they're
big.
8th grade.
Yeah.
They were like 13.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they did have maybe a couple of high schoolers. I liked how that was like part of the
Mm.
concern. I bet they even got high schoolers. Okay, calm down, Christy.
I was reading this book and I'm thinking like, I'm an adult. I would be a little hesitant to watch somebody's newborn.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
and
that's a
multiple
newborn.
times. Because Jamie's
You
like,
know,
off the book.
yeah, when this girl came, she did this. When this girl came, she did this. So it's like they've had multiple sitters for this.
But
infant.
also Jamie is 3, so like how are you speaking this much? How are you
He knows a
retaining all of
lot.
this information,
yeah.
judging people, and like he was doing
He's
a
like,
lot.
She brought her boyfriend over. This
What's a
one burned a
boyfriend?
hole in the sofa with the cigarette. Like,
Yeah.
What's a boyfriend?
What's a
Am I your
boyfriend?
boyfriend?
Am I your
Do you
boyfriend?
guys remember that? He's like, what's a boyfriend? Am I your boyfriend? She's like, next
no.
topic. Next
No. Oh my god.
She was like, I was not expecting to have this conversation with a 3-year-old right now.
I want to say, until the agency, spiraled out of control, they had some pretty good like PR stuff going on. Like you have balloons, you have this and that. I am not a Christy Thomas fan. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, like she gets under my skin. So I'm like, okay, you're the president. You're always like, oh, I'm the president. But like, Stony Brook's not that big. she made them wear those like
Sandwich
I would
board.
go with a sandwich
Sandwich
board.
signs
And I was like,
were?
oh my God, what the hell?
and people are like, what's the Babysitters Club? So obviously you didn't do such a good job at like promoting yourself. It's like,
They just sit for the same like 5 families
Yeah,
over and
like,
over.
stop.
Right.
I felt like that was mean because what if the agency was good?
Because I thought it was going to be like a thing where the agency was good and it was going to be like, well, there could be 2 babysitters groups in this town.
No.
She said,
No,
no,
this town's
I
not big
run
enough
this
for the
town.
2 of
Now
us.
now it's a gang war because like Christy.
She said, she literally was like, this means war. And they're like, we won the battle and the war.
So if having diabetes means you have to move out of town,
Diabetes.
because socially that's just like death. But you can wear sandwich boards to school.
And be fine?
I don't
Because
understand.
Connecticut is not New York.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
New York is different. Stacey
Yeah.
has let us know that again.
Was it
Again.
Stacey who, she was like, I have the sort of boyfriend?
Yeah,
Pete, and then he was embarrassed. Yeah. First of all, I was like, what the hell is a sort of boyfriend? Because
It's middle
Well, it's
school.
8th grade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they really can go on dates. Okay, did y'all think it was weird how like quickly Lane and Stacey patched things up?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that
And-
felt like pretty significant betrayal on both ends that they would be feeling to like just be like, yeah, cool, we're besties again.
As I was feeling some guilt.
I mean, and also Stacey sort of just like forced that because she knocked on the door. Lane did not say come in.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what, whatever. My stuff's on the bed. Like, what are you gonna do? I'm ready to talk about it.
And then in the movie is when they're like, the people are like, shh.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, thanks for asking me if I want it.
Well, that's
I'm
her
gonna go
New
get a
York
snack.
attitude.
You know what? Maybe.
I thought it was
She was
crappy.
kind of really sorry,
No,
I was
I'm
just
sorry,
gonna
go
say she was very critical of people. Like there was times where I was like highlighting because she like fat shamed that the mom.
Stacey's
after-
super judgy.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
Diet
like,
Coke.
she just had her baby, and she's
Yeah,
like,
I'm
oh,
surprised she still looks fat. I was
Did you-
like,
So
girl, please.
the 90s had a huge problem with fat representation.
Mm.
Like Uncle Phil from like, you know, like
Yeah.
justice for Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince. But like, why are you guys in middle school drinking Diet Coke?
Just for the taste of it, Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing
Other than
here?
And
Stacey, who
cigarettes.
has an excuse because
Okay,
she's
fine.
diabetic. But
The
like
rest of you?
everyone else is picking diet.
It's not even good.
And like it wasn't even just like with the models, like even like with
Right.
the friends when they were having their snacks and their stuff like that. Like
Oh
they
no,
were
it
just
was in.
I assume
Yeah.
like some of like if it was just the Babysitters Club girls, it would be like, oh well, Stacey can't have these things, but they eat all this other junk that she can't have
Yeah.
too. So it's like you,
They give
you
her salt.
aren't,
They give her salt.
you aren't particularly thoughtful about her diabetes.
Diabetes.
Like, we're going to eat Skittles. Here's your saltines, Stacey. Which I'm just
I
kind
know,
of
which,
like,
and I think they said they
who
were
wants
like
to eat saltines? People are eating
smushed,
candy
too.
Yeah, like they're not even like fresh saltines. They're like squashed, you know,
Claudia's
stale
discard
saltines. Probably.
saltines.
This is what I should be eating, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
take my
I've
scraps.
got my secret Skittles.
I thought it was really crappy of the parents just like sneakily take her to her old friend's place without warning her because they had to have known that
I just
she
don't
was.
think they cared. They were like,
Yeah.
these are our friends. We're gonna hang out, figure it out.
But-
right.
because they knew they had a falling out.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just didn't care.
She wet Lane's bed.
Yeah, like-
don't
Yeah.
bring her
With
back.
her in it.
With her in it. Why are you bringing her back to her
But-
place of trauma?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I have sympathy for Lane in that it's unpleasant for that to happen, but also like, if that happened while she was sleeping, that was obviously not intentional on
Right.
Stacey's part.
And
Yeah, but no explanation or a hey, sorry, I got this medical diagnosis
Yeah.
and I guess this is part of it. She just kind of let it lie. And it
It's
was like,
weird she
oh.
wouldn't have told her friend.
But what if she was
Yeah.
a bedwetter? And this is where I blame Lane. Are you my friend or are you not my friend? Because some people wet the bed. So,
Yeah.
like, you
Yeah,
know, I don't-
but I feel like you need to, like, if you know that about somebody,
Oh, yeah,
that's
you
a
need to say
different,
something.
because like they've been best friends like their whole childhood because their
Oh,
families
yeah,
are
so like
close.
she would have
So like she wasn't wetting the bed when she slept over when she was 7 and now she's 12 and she
Yeah.
is, and like I don't know. I
So
mean, I'm not
Stacey, come
saying
on.
Lane was in the right. Like, don't drop your friend over that. but like also with no explanation. At some point, you're just like, I don't even know what's happening here.
I feel like at that point, they both, Stacey could have been, I'm really sorry. I don't know why this is happening, or this is why that's happening. And Lane could have been, are you okay? Like there could have been compassion offered towards
I blame
them. Like,
Stacey's
it's an
parents.
embarrassing thing to happen. Yeah.
Why didn't they tell the parents? Like, if you're sending your child over there and there's been an accident, at that point you say, hey, we've been going through it with Stacey. She has all this going on. And they never do because they don't want to be embarrassed by their diabetic daughter.
Diabetes.
It's so weird. I hate them.
No. The parents are trash.
Yeah.
I just remembered something. They called back this bedwetting incident at camp. So in that super special like camp book, right? Somebody put in the 90s, people used to do this really terrible thing. They would, like, whoever went to bed first, they would put your hand in the water. And somebody did that to Stacey, and she wet. And she's like, oh no, because you don't understand when and I went to bed, and I'm like, oh no,
poor Stacey.
Or am I making that up? No, I do think that happened.
Did that happen in another
sleepaway camp?
Okay.
Yep. It happened at sleepaway camp.
Dang, they just reopened her trauma like that.
Right. It's just like, and that was a callback to The Truth About Stacey when they actually explained it.
I love that you like remember that in like detail.
because in I live for drama. I try to write drama in my books based on all the drama, all the like preteen soap opera stuff that I enjoyed as a kid. And I was like, whoa, like you put her hand. And then I like tried it. I was like I put my hand in water. Like a little urge. Like, what's going on?
That is boots on the ground journalism. No, I actually love having the perspective of an author here because, like, we always talk about, like, you know, we do eventually talk about, like, what the writing was like and do we feel like they did a good job writing for, like, that age group? So, like, I know that you're a fan, so you must feel like she...
Oh, no. I was the biggest critic of these books because I was like, on one hand, I was like, please, especially... So, The Truth About Stacey, they were keeping it a little hinged. By the time we got to Fashion Victims, you were stealing lines from Forrest Gump. I'm sorry, Ghostwriter, I love you, but like you're.
Oh, this was a Ghostwriter one?
Yeah,
that explains.
Yeah, I think they were fully into Ghostwriters by then.
I think the first 4 books were written by Ann M. Martin, and then I think
we're doing a deep dive on this. We were going to figure it out, but I think that is definitely.
They're like, you will die, and I'm like, what? Like, it was so over the top. And I know I go over the top in my books all the time, and my editor's like, reel it in. Soften this up. This is a little much.
Yeah.
Who was saying... I honestly think by this point, the books were making so much money, they were like, leave it.
People are going to buy it regardless.
Yeah, they were like, hey, this is what sells. Like,
they did have some, like, people who went on to be like real authors that were the ghostwriters too. But yes, the first 22 novels were written by Ann M. Martin. And then after that, it was a hodgepodge.
Does this look like a 12-year-old to you?
No.
And it's so funny because when I saw the cover, I was like, oh, like maybe they're like a lot older now. I'm thinking maybe she's like 15, 16.
Well, are they 13 at this? I don't know.
Yeah, they're 13.
Because it said it in that one that Claudia stayed back in 7th grade. And so they're all in 8th grade.
I'm sorry. When did Claudia stay back?
I know, but I guess it's because she's dyslexic. So we're going to just keep shaming her over her school performance.
No,
was that always a thing?
Was there a book dedicated to this?
Was Claudia's dyslexic?
There must have been, but I didn't remember that either. And I was like, boy, they really go hard on the dyslexia thing for her. Like, that's kind of extreme.
So they're all in 8th grade and Claudia's in 7th?
Yeah, I totally didn't remember that happening. And I was like, wait, what?
Justice for Claudia.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not going to deal with it.
Because they're like, when they go to high school, they're going to be like,
oh, that sucks. They're going to be
and also, like, Claudia's school woes are a thing throughout.
Yeah.
But, like, it's because she's making, like, C's, not because she's, like, straight up failing.
You're not even failing.
Like, I don't understand why she would have been held back.
Because she was just reading Nancy Drew books.
Insubordinate. and churlish.
Yeah,
She
and
should have
eating
been doing.
Skittles.
Even though her mom was a librarian,
That
right?
still makes
So
me
like,
mad.
being
Like, why are
librarian
you
and hating on
shaming the
Nancy
Nancy
Drew so
Drew?
hard, and it happens consistently because I feel like we
Every
talked about this
book.
before. It's in both of these books that we read. So like,
But that is a thing that happens though. Like
From librarians is really
okay
rough.
because they should know.
Her mom is running the public library in Stony Brook, but won't let Claudia have Nancy Drew books.
But people, I guess, like wanted kids to like. They wanted kids to read like these very literary, highbrow books, and we're like, look, we want drama, we want so. Was anybody else a little thrown off that like, I don't know, Stony Brook, the fashion capital of the world.
Yeah, that was a really weird.
All like these models are like chain smoking.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
they're 13,
relax.
14 years old, most
Yeah.
of them.
Relax.
no
You're
one is-
modeling at the mall one time. Like
right. So like at this point, they're not even like. It's not even like, oh, they're kids that are smoking and trying to hide it. They're like openly
No,
taking
the
smoke
adults are
breaks
just
because
like,
they're models.
like,
whatever.
I'm a supermodel. What do you expect? I'm at
Yeah.
the mall. They weren't on the cover of Vogue. Like they were
No.
in
There was like one actual model there, and even she didn't sound like she was.
She felt like she was,
She was
a
just
Broadway.
bored.
Yeah.
How many
Like-
of them do you think ended up in America's Next Top Model?
Want to be on top?
Oh no.
Okay, but like the whole mystery book, like I'm not gonna lie, I thought I knew who it was. I thought it was the daughter of the Emily. I thought it was Emily.
That'd be funny if it was the 8-year-old that was Sherry, or 10, or however old she was.
I'm like, she's a diabolical 10-year-old. I was like, my logic was she was mad because her mama wasn't
Wouldn't
paying
let
her
her do
attention.
it.
She couldn't be in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Okay, so I have some issues with that plot line, but really just this whole book, there were some weird things. So I knew from jump that Harmony was doing it because it's like she didn't get poisoned. She's just not eating. But then it turns out she did poison herself. With what?
They did explain. I guess
You
it was
don't
supposed
have
to be
diarrhea. You're just-
No, she has the
You're
like,
just slumped
least
over.
bad like case
She's like,
of poisoning ever.
And the thing is, she could have just faked it. But
exactly,
she was so
and accomplished
committed.
the same thing, but
You're
she
just slumped over.
They said
poisoned herself.
they said that her face was white, and
Oh,
they
I
said that she had to
see.
deal with
Yeah.
stomach cramps. So I'm assuming she gave herself laxative. That's what I'm guessing.
It's a weird thing to poison yourself.
And she was
with.
so sure
Right.
she didn't want to take the ambulance. But I'm just like, honestly, had you gone to the doctor, maybe you could have been like, I'm sick enough to not have to do this anymore. You
Yeah.
could have accomplished your goal. But also, like, girl, and they were so sure she was poisoned. I'm like, if you're really so sure that she was poisoned, like,
they
Shut
did
it down.
nothing about
They
it.
did nothing.
Like,
They were like,
you don't want the bad PR that comes
someone
with being
poisoned
poisoned.
a child and they didn't call the police. That was wild. And then Emily's little story where she just wanted to be part of it. She wanted to be part of it. And her mom, who was like, no, this is like unhealthy, but then turns to her colleague and was like, your daughter's perfect for this gig. Like, I don't want my daughter participating in this. She's too young and this is bad for her. But Stacey
Yeah.
would be perfect. That was weird. And then at the end, she's like, yeah, okay, I guess if she's going to be
no, I'm sorry.
a superstar, she can do it. And I was like, no, this is creepy. This agent guy that's like, I can tell your 10-year-old's going to be super hot.
Yeah, that was weird.
I was like, no.
That's the moment. The guy
No.
with the ponytail and the mirror glasses.
Dylan
mirror
True
glasses.
Heart, True Love,
He was
something.
Cookie's agent, right?
Yeah.
And then he said he was going to be her agent exclusively?
Forever.
Forever? Yeah, no.
No, that was a disaster.
He's gonna marry her at 17.
It was
and
super gross.
I just was like,
I was
why was
like,
this
look,
put in?
Maslin, what are
He
you
had
doing
like
here?
Renesmee imprinting on Jacob.
Oh
vibes.
no.
You imprinted on my daughter? It wasn't my choice. She's a baby! It's not like that.
Toki Mason?
What is this?
What kind of name is
Right? Okay, so, all right. This one, I have a note about this because I was like,
Yeah,
what
'cause-
is happening here? I said, why is the photographer
Is it a
named
nickname?
Jamie when we already have a main babysat character named Jamie? That's really confusing. Call him something else. But then they go with Cokie? Like, if you can come up with Cokie for a character, I'm sure you could have come up with like Joseph or something for Jamie. And then like also Blaine and Lane? Like,
And
Yeah.
2 Emilys.
Right, because
Like, we're
Emily
just-
Michelle, the baby,
and the kid.
the baby they adopted from Vietnam.
Someone needed to buy this ghostwriter a baby name book because they were struggling.
No.
There's some names in
Can
it.
I tell you?
Her name
Behind
is
the
Margaret.
scenes, the editors, they don't even want you to have names with the same letter. Like if I said like Lakita
Right, 'cause
and
it's
Lane,
confusing.
because but evidently in the 90s, in 97, you could
Just
be
name
like,
everybody
"Two Emilys."
Jamie.
Deal with it.
I
Deal with
know.
it. Figure it out.
No.
Reading comprehension. You'll figure it out.
That was super weird. I don't know. There were a lot of strange things happening in this book. So I know Stony Brook is not Paris, but like
no, it is the fashion capital of the
some
world.
of the things that they were getting excited about, I was like, I don't think they would have been excited about this even in the like 90s. Stacey gets super excited about a brown tweed skirt.
I saw that, and she was like, "It just makes me think of like autumn and fall and all the things." And seriously,
Yeah, I was like, really, Stacey? And then she's like, no, we can't use those chiclet buttons. We got to go with like gold military inspired buttons. And she's like, yes, everyone's going to be wearing gold buttons in the fall. And I was like,
yes. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to cut this out. But it makes me think. So I've seen a couple of videos where people are like, "Yeah, I'm reading books and the author is like describing the outfit," and they're like, "No, this person does not have that shit on because it's not a cute outfit. Like, what are you describing here?"
no, well, there were a lot of things like that because also when they were doing the workwear, the sportswear workwear shoot, Stacey's in a romper.
Yes,
Where do you work? In a romper when you're 13.
There's probably some jobs you can wear a romper too. Not many.
Or,
You're not going to categorize it as workwear, though.
Right.
I wear rompers to book events sometimes. I'm like, right. That's I'm not in the office.
Yeah.
We're talking like,
But yeah, if you're a middle-aged woman receiving a workwear catalog,
Yeah.
rompers
I don't know, scrunchies
with
were
a 13-year-old.
Scrunchies.
Yeah.
Scrunchies were a big thing in the 90s.
They were definitely
Scrunchies
big.
were
And they're-
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are they still back? I don't know. I can't keep up.
I can't keep up.
No, I actually
Not
think
that I
they're
really
back.
try.
I think it depends on like what circles you move in.
Okay.
It's like I think there are still
What
some
circles do I
scrunchy
move
girls.
in?
Sporty girls are all onto these like I think they're called like DI tie or something.
We need to consult your teenage daughters.
But yeah. And why is there a princess of the show? It's not a pageant.
Right. It was giving pageant at that point. It's
Don't
just
they
like,
do that at the end of fashion shows? They always have like the last look.
But
It's
that's
like
just like the girl
do
that
they?
closes
It's not
the
the
show. They don't put a
princess.
tiara and a like sash that says Princess
So now this is
Bellair
a beauty pageant.
Like-
on top of
low
everything
key,
else.
like
with the like beauty pageant mom of Harmony's mom was just terrible.
okay, but like
Yeah.
so terrible that she felt like she couldn't talk to her mom to the point where she had to take the screws off the things so they fell off of the roof.
Yeah.
we ended at falling off the roof. I don't care if you fell into the second part of the roof. You fell. Like, they were like, okay, everybody just gather up. Come on, hit that stage.
Yeah, that
Right.
was like deeply unsafe. And then it like made me question because then Harmony was like, oh no, sorry. Where she clearly didn't think it was going to impact anyone but her. Was her plan to die via falling off the roof?
No, she was
So
like, "Oh,
she
I knew it
knew.
wasn't."
Okay.
She
yeah.
she knew she would fall into the awning,
Yeah.
but she didn't think anybody else.
But the
would
thing
come
is,
down
you
with
knew
her.
the schedule ahead of time, so you knew you were gonna do a with
Stacey.
someone else
Yeah.
with Stacey. So I was like,
But like, what? Did,
there was always a possibility she could get hurt. Why
And you
she
knew
still
what you
did
did,
it?
and you didn't stop like
Right.
from incorporating anybody else into that. Like,
Yeah.
and like people lean on things. That's what people do. If there's somebody to lean on, people are going to lean on it.
Also, like when I heard they were going up to the roof, I was like, "This is first of all, like, is the shoot that serious that y'all have to be on the roof for this? Like, y'all didn't have anywhere else where y'all could stage?
You know that
this?
didn't look good
Yeah.
either.
There's light
They're
outside.
on a roof of a random department store in a suburb. Like,
Right.
what is the view?
Couldn't you
in
go
the
to
middle
park?
of the day
I
with
don't
like
see a
harsh
straight line
lighting.
across the
Yeah.
parking lot.
What was her plan had they not agreed to switch up?
Yeah.
Plan, I don't think.
She would have found her way to that ledge one way or another.
When the chapter ended and they were falling, I was like, and then I was like, I had to take
Well,
a step
no,
back
because
for
they
a second.
foreshadowed it already.
Mhm.
Because Stacey was like, I almost died. Well, actually, she's like, I'll explain it in a bit. 'Cause they have to foreshadow that way.
That's it for this episode. Join us next time for part 2 of our deep dive into Stacey's world with special guest Lakita Wilson. In the meantime, holler at us on Instagram @TheseBooksMadeMe or use the Send Us Fan Mail feature on your podcast app.